Yo, what's going on, you guys? KG Presents back out with another video, and today I'm here with some fantasy basketball players that I think you should add off the waiver wire and onto your roster. The basketball season here has just started a couple days ago. We're right into the swing of things here, and I'm here today with some basketball players that I think you should add to your fantasy basketball roster. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. The first player I think you should add is Kelly Oubre Jr. He's on the Philadelphia 76ers. So far through the first two games this season, he's averaging 22.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and he's making 2.5 threes per game. So the minutes are also clearly there for him. He's averaging 30.5 minutes through the first two contests this upcoming season here. So, he's signed a one-year deal with the 76ers in the offseason, but he's been incredible in his two outings off the bench so far this year. He's missed all 6 of his first three-point shots on the night last night, which really wasn't that good. However, he still had 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals last night as well. So be sure to add Kelly Oubre onto your roster if possible. The minutes are clearly going to be there regardless if James Harden is back on the Sixers or not, meaning that his scoring is clearly going to be there and it'd be a great addition off the bench for this upcoming season. Next up, we have Okoro from the Cleveland Cavaliers. So far, he's off to a pretty solid start this upcoming season here. He's averaging 32 minutes a game, so that's definitely good signs for us. In the first game of the year, he had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, and 2 steals. He also made 2 3-pointers as well, so he was clearly showing an all-around effort. He's been continuing to do that in both Game 2 and Game 3. So far this upcoming season, the minutes are clearly there, regardless of whether Jarrett Allen is playing or not. I do think he's definitely going to be playing minutes even if Jarrett Allen is going to be back, so there's nothing really to worry about here. If he can display more consistency in 2023-24 season than he did last year, the minutes are clearly going to be there. There's especially a lack of contributors off the bench for the Cavs, so look for Okoro to have a pretty solid year this year and be sure to add him to your roster if possible. Next up, we have Stewart from the Detroit Pistons. He's locked in clearly as their starting power forward this season, and through the first 3 games, he's averaging 35 minutes a game, while also averaging 14 points and 10 rebounds a game. So clearly the minutes are there, the production is going to be there for Stewart this upcoming season. We hope he doesn't get hurt, and hopefully he can take a step forward in his development this season. He definitely did last year, especially if he's able to add a consistent 3-point shot to his arsenal. A true breakout could be coming for the 22-year-old big man. I'd take a speculative add on him for sure this upcoming season, so be sure to potentially add Stewart to your roster if possible. Next up, we have Jaylen Johnson from the Atlanta Hawks. Last night, he accumulated 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals in 29 minutes of action. The Hawks did lose the game, however, but Jaylen Johnson proved that he is clearly has plenty of upside for this upcoming season. He was efficient around the basket and route to a career high scoring night. He has a sizable role off the bench, which is going to lead to him breaking out the season, and potentially he should be starting over Saddiq Bey. I think Jalen Johnson is better than Saddiq Bey. However, I wouldn't expect nights like this every single time for Jalen Johnson. However, all the skills are there for him to make that 3rd-year leap this season, and hopefully the Hawks are going to be able to continue to give him minutes to be able to do so. He looked great last night, all-around player. Be sure to add him onto your roster if possible. Last but not least, we have Jeremy Sochan from the San Antonio Spurs. In a shocking move somewhat, Soan is actually going to be this year's starting point guard for the San Antonio Spurs, and not that he's a bad player by any means, because he was pretty solid in the last season. Over Trey Jones, the starting point guard, is definitely a little bit questionable, but either way, he's going to be getting plenty of minutes this upcoming season. Last night against Mavericks, he did not shoot the best. However, he still had 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal in 29 minutes of action, clearly being able to fill up the stat sheet. He gets started at point guard, and while he did struggle at the field, he can contribute on both ends of the court. So be sure to add Soan if possible to your roster here. And honestly, he's got power forward and point guard on his resume for his position eligibility. That definitely is a factor in itself. So if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Hopefully the players I have listed today are going to help you towards winning your fantasy basketball championship this season. If you all enjoyed the video, I'll see you next time, and I hope you guys have a great day and hope you enjoy tonight's games.